So here we go. Let's look at these nominees together. I feel like, so if I'm to start voting, okay, game of the year. So we've got Resident Evil Village, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Psychonauts 2, Metroid Dread, It Takes Two, and Deathloop. I've not played any of these games. I really don't want to vote on this, but out of the games that I've seen played, which I've seen Deathloop, Metroid Dread, Ratchet and Clank, and Resident Evil Village. I've not seen Psychonauts 2 or It Takes Two. But I would want to go with Ratchet and Clank, right? That's what I would do. So, but anyway, I'm not voting. I just wanted to say I'm doing this because I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy got overlooked. That game was amazingly written. It played well. It was beautiful. I like the art style of the game, especially calling back to the more comic centric, and not the movies, trying to distinguish itself from the two worlds, the cinematic universe and the video game universe. I really like the art style that they went with. Everything for Guardians just clicked for me. It was a little repetitive, but see, I don't even see Returnal up here, and I remember people making a big stink about Returnal. So maybe two games are getting snubbed. Let's look at the next category: best game direction. Okay, they put Returnal on here for next game direction, but other than that, it's the same games. What is Returnal? Returnal is a roguelike style game. That is really pretty, actually. And you learn and get several endings depending on how your run goes and how, your exploration of the world and all that stuff. It's really, really good and really, really fascinating, from what I saw. Like it's like if a AAA developer made a rogue. I mean, we see a lot of roguelikes, but usually it's from like indie developers, and this would be like what a AAA over the shoulder action platformer roguelike would look like, If I was a betting man, I think It Takes Two would barely beat RE Village. See, I'm kind of pissed at the Game Awards last year, okay? Because last year I felt that the better game was Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know anybody that would argue with me. The best game last year was Ghost of Tsushima. But yet, they gave it to The Last of Us 2 because of all of the backlash on that game. And they were taking the backlash for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't because people thought a certain character in it was different. It was actually... Yeah, they chose The Last of Us 2 based on a political stance. I don't think it was the best game. I think there were two games last year, Ghost of Tsushima being one of them, but there were two games that I played last year that were actually better than The Last of Us 2. Matter of fact, I think Assassin's Creed Valhalla last year was better than Assassin's Creed 2, and I didn't even get to that game till the beginning of this year, so... Well, what do I know? Okay, this one, see, okay, we finally got Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy in here for best narrative. But I still think this game is getting snubbed. You know what I mean? Like, because and then you got Life is Strange True Colors. That's all this game is. Life is Strange True Colors, that's all it is narrative. So, I don't know, man. Like, the way they do some of these categories is kind of weird. Best art direction. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. That should be here. You would expect that to be here because that is one of the games that was showcased to be so wonderful on the PS5, right? Kena Bridge of Spirits, Psychonauts 2, Deathloop, and The Artful Escape. To be honest, Deathloop's. I'm Arcane has a style, and they stick to that style, right? But it's not groundbreaking or anything. It's just the style of their like. To me, if you've played the what Dishonored series or you've played Deathloop, they've got a certain style, and they're just sticking to that style. You voted for Kena to win this award. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think Ratchet and Clank takes this award. Dude, I heard about Deathloop until it got released and then silence. There you go. Kena was beautiful. Absolutely, it was. Guardians has a chance for best narrative. You really think so against Life is Strange? I don't know. People love those Life is Strange games. So we'll see. Here we go. Another one. Best score and music. Dude, if Guardians of the Galaxy doesn't win this, I feel like this category is made specifically for Guardians of the Galaxy to win best score and music. You know what I mean? But you have the Artful Escape, Cyberpunk 2077, Deathloop, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Near Replicant. Life is Strange didn't hit well. It felt awkward. The sequel or the original? Yeah, people love that teen angst. That's for sure. Nobody was talking about it, at least not in my circle, and we're talking about Deathloop. My son enjoyed it, but yeah, even after he got it, he kind of went mute on it. Guardians should win this, hands down, but Nier has one hell of a soundtrack. There you go. Best audio design. Okay. Deathloop, Forza Horizon 5, which I can see how people get turned on to car sounds, I guess. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Resident Evil Village, and Returnal. And I heard Returnal actually has brilliant sound design, so this actually makes sense for it to be there. Is ambient and such? Yeah. To be honest, Nier has good chisel. Fair enough. Village has nice audio. Okay. Yeah, Returnal had excellent sound design. And then, people get off the cars. So I could see any of these three winning, actually. I don't know about Ratchet and Clank. I haven't played this one, but if it's like the 2016 remake I played, like Ratchet and Clank sound of audio design, like, you know how sometimes they get cut off mid sentence when you reach a certain point, or like they get some things like the level of the smashing and stuff goes way up when people is talking. Like if I can't hear the character's voice over things being smashed around, or they're getting cut off mid sentence when I reach a certain point, if that's like the Ratchet and Clank 2016, I don't think this deserves to be here. But I don't know. I haven't played this game. Ratchet and Clank is fine, but it's kind of samey. No offense to the series. Yeah. Next year, stand Gran Turismo 7 for best audio. I don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to Gran Turismo 7, and I want to play the hell out of Gran Turismo 7. But I think, like, let's be honest. Which of you nerds knows the difference between the sound of a Mustang and the sound of a Camaro? Two V8 engines coming out the muffler. Who knows the difference? Huh? That's what I thought. All right. Best performance. Okay, so Erica Mori as Alex Chen, Life is Strange, True Colors. Giancarlo Esposito as Anton Castillo in Far Cry 6. This is the guy that plays Better Call Saul, right? Jason Kelly as Colt Vaughn in Deathloop. Maggie Robertson as Lady Dimitrescu in Resident Evil Village, and Ozioma Akaga as Juliana Blake, Deathloop. Hold the press. I'm sure these are all great performances, but they got 2 Deathloop performers up here, okay? And I just want to say that the guy who played Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy should be up here somewhere. The guy who played Drax was fucking amazing. Hilarious, on point, dry, straight face, and I loved it.
Stand back. I will breach the perimeter.
It's too thick.
It's too thick.
Just put my 2 cents in there. Games for Impact. This is the one. One of the most. It can be one of the most controversial. This is the most political of all the categories for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. Before Your Eyes, Boyfriend Dungeon, Shikori, A Colorful Tale, Life is Strange, True Colors, and No Longer Home. I think that this category right here is meant for games like Life is Strange. So, I mean, yeah, the wokeness. Yeah. This is the wokeness category. There you go. Wokey dokey. There you go. And it's okay with being woke. I don't care. It's just, I'd rather not argue about it and just go on living life. So, best ongoing game. What? Call of Duty Warzone? Genshin Impact. I've heard good things about Genshin Impact, Fortnite, Final Fantasy 14 Online, Apex Legends. As much as I like Call of Duty Warzone, I got to admit that the events have been weak this year. The only thing that's kept things going, like Verdansk, old news. Maybe Call of Duty gets this next year, but they're not getting it this year. I would go Final Fantasy 14 Online. From what I have heard, or Apex Legends. Apex Legends got a resurgence from streamers like Nick Merckx and stuff this year. Fortnite definitely deserves to fuck off, all right? Final Fantasy 14 Online, they've released the most expansions and the most content this year out of all of these. Like, I've not played Final Fantasy 14, but to the community that's out there supporting Final Fantasy 14, it seems to me like they've got a lot to cheer about this year, that they keep getting successful content. And I think that vote needs to go to Final Fantasy 14. Warzone has generated its own issues. Yeah. To me, the one I play, obviously the one I play is Warzone. But I think Final Fantasy 14 should get this one. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not, but next category, best indie game. Sign in to vote. Oh, okay, 12 minutes. Which, did 12 minutes really come out this year? Or is this a re-release? Because it seems like I've seen this before. The 12 minutes where the couple's in the room or whatever. Death's Door, Inscription, Kena, Bridge of Spirits, and Loop Hero. I've not played any of these games, but you know which game I've heard the most about? Kena, Bridge of Spirits. I have not played any of these games. I've heard of 12 minutes, but the one out of up here that I've heard the most about this year has been Kena, Bridge of Spirits. Best mobile game. Hell if I know. Okay, you got Fantasian, Genshin Impact, League of Legends Wild Rift, which will probably get it. Marvel Future Revolution and Pokemon Unite. It'll be Either the Pokemon game or the League of Legends game, right? Because those are the two most popular things. Raid Shadow Legends. Hey, don't laugh. I have been asked several times to do an ad for Raid Shadow Legends. If they come back asking around, I might do it, okay? Let's see, what next category? Best community support. Community support, recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity. Okay, so this is the one that caters to the community the most. You got Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14 Online, Fortnite, No Man's Sky. Hello Games, No Man's Sky. I'm going with No Man's Sky. The things that they keep their community engaged and keep, like No Man's Sky is the Cinderella of comeback stories. You know what I mean? Like, and what Sean Murray, going from like liar to Sean Murray, has been like with this game. Like the community loves him, so they listen, they care, they want to get this game right, and they want to service the fans. So I'm going with No Man's Sky. How did Hello Games become the Phoenix? They put their heads down and got to work. They released something. They overpromised, underdelivered, and when they got the backlash, instead of running away like cowards, they put their heads down and worked, and they busted their ass to get it right. And they got the community involved, and that's how they became a Phoenix. Innovation and accessibility. So this is recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. So this is meant towards gamers with disabilities and things like that. I don't know because I don't use those features, so I can't vote on this. I do not feel like I have enough information. Even on the game that I did play, Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't feel like I have enough. One thing I did not like about Guardians of the Galaxy is the fact that when I put it into copyright protection mode, it said streamer mode the entire time I was playing on the top of the screen. But other than that, it didn't bother me. All right. Ratchet, I don't know about Guardians. Yeah, it's just like if helping people with color blindness, helping people, that only have like 3 fingers, or it's accessibility options for handicap is usually what it is. So blind people, deaf people, things like that. Not really blind people. Blind, I don't know. I don't want to say something I shouldn't. But anyway, best VR AR game: Hitman 3, I Expect You to Die 2, Lone Echo 2, Resident Evil 4, Sniper Elite VR. I have no idea. I would imagine Resident Evil 4. Horror games seem to do really well, right, in VR. To be fair, I don't know what these two are about. I Expect You to Die and Lone Echo 2. I would imagine Hitman 3, if you can pull off the feeling of being a stealthy agent and coming up with, all the ways to kill somebody and the costume design and things like that, I could see this being fun. But how would you do all the parkouring and, again, there's some climbing and sneaking into hard to reach places in Hitman? I don't know how you would do that. Sniper Elite VR. I can see sniping being fun in VR. I don't know what Lone Echo 2 is. I don't know what I Expect You to Die is. If this is a horror game, if I Expect You to Die 2 is a horror game, then I expect Resident Evil 4 or I Expect You to Die 2 would win. I expect one of these two. People really like those VR horror experiences. They like having their shit scared out of them. No. Best action game: Back 4 Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, Returnal. I'd say Far Cry 6 does not win this. Far Cry 6 was littered with bugs, and although they're still patching it, I didn't hear. You heard a lot of hype on Far Cry 6 before it came out, but after it came out, fuck all, right? So I would say Back for Blood or Returnal. I heard lots of things after these games were released. Back for Blood, Returnal. Could all win. You throwing Deathloop in there? Yeah, Deathloop does have that gameplay loop. Yeah, I can see where that could be fun. But I think Back for Blood, like Deathloop. All right, here's the thing. Returnal has a lot of bullet hell, a lot of action. Back for Blood is relentless with the amount of zombies that come after you. Deathloop does have stealth sections. It does have sections where the game slows down. So I think I would go with Returnal or Back for Blood. Matter of fact, I think I would go. That's a hard one. I want Returnal to win just because I'm tired of zombies. And bullet hell games are underrated, but it'll probably be. I don't know those. Those are two really beloved games. We'll just have to wait and see. Have to wait and see. All right, best action adventure game. All of these could win. This is a good category, and I feel like this is a good selection of games to be in here. You got Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the game of the year category, probably to me, because that's my favorite genre is action adventure. So I'm biased, but Guardians of the Galaxy, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Resident Evil Village. I've heard all of these games were like really, really good, really, really well received. I only got to play Resident Evil. Maybe I should go back and play Metroid Dread and Ratchet. I was going to play Ratchet Clank Rift Apart, but chat told me that $70, $60 or $70 was too much to pay for a 10-hour game. So I didn't play it. But maybe I should have. I don't like Resident Evil games. Can I be honest? Like I like the first one. Best role playing game. I doubt it's gonna be Cyberpunk 2077. Just saying. I don't think it's gonna be Monster Hunter Rise, Scarlet Nexus, Shin Megami Tensei 5, or Tales of Arise. I feel like it can be any of these three games. I think it's going to be one of these three. It's either going to be Tales of Arise, Scarlet Nexus. Tales doesn't get a lot of appreciation that it deserves. And I know it's a spinoff, like, of Shin Megami Tensei, but I feel like one of these three wins. I feel like Cyberpunk gets snubbed, even though it's the only Western RPG up here. But the state it came out in and the people dogpiling on it and stuff, it doesn't win. It doesn't win, right? Shin Megami Tensei gonna win for sure. 5 is one of the better ones. Yeah, people love that series, dude. And I heard this year's Tales game knocked it out of the park. Moving on. Best fighting game: Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hanokami Chronicles, Guilty Gear Strive, Melty Blood Type Lumina, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. I have no idea. I've not played any of these games or seen any of these games or heard of any of these games. So this one probably doesn't even show up on the stage. The only one you've seen is Guilty Gear. So I don't know. All right. Best family game: It Takes Two, Mario Party Superstars, new Pokemon Snap, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, and WarioWare Get It Together. Why don't they just call this the best Nintendo category? 4 of the 5 games here are Nintendo games. I don't know. I don't know. Does anything dethrone Nintendo here? Does It Takes Two really dethrone Nintendo here? Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Mario Party wins, but I don't know that this is the best family game, to be honest, because Knox and Golden Knight were having an argument over Mario Party the last time we played together. All right, here we go. Best sim or strategy game? Age of Empires 4, Evil Genius 2, World Domination, Humankind, Inscription, Microsoft Flight Simulator. I bet it goes to Microsoft Flight Simulator, bro. That game looks freaking amazing. But people do love their Age of Empires, so I don't know. Why the fuck did they lump Strat with Sim? I don't know, to be honest with you. I think Sim and strategy should be 2 separate categories, but there's not enough games to fill those slots. That's probably why. The truck thing is a sim, but the truck thing didn't. It came out several years ago. I mean, how many sims are coming out a year? Gran Turismo 7 will be put in the racing category. Technically, it's a sim too. So, why is Forza not considered a sim? I don't know the answers to all these. Best sports / racing game. We have F1 2021, FIFA 22, Forza Horizon 5, Hot Wheels Unleashed, Riders Republic. I bet Forza Horizon 5 like just runs away with it. And yeah, my hope is that Forza wins. Yeah, definitely. That's what's going to happen. Best multiplayer game. Back for Blood, Knockout City, It Takes Two, Monster Hunter Rise, New World, or Valheim. I think it'll be Valheim, New World, or Back for Blood. I don't think these 3 are considered in the running. Should win Back for Blood. Will win New World. Valheim's pretty good. What I got to play of it. Content Creator of the Year. Yeah, okay. This category is bullshit. I don't know who any of them people are. Golden, thank you, bro. You're my content creator of the year, bro. I don't even know who Dream is, okay? I don't know who any of those guys were. I mean, where's the Cloaksies and the Tim the Tatmans and the Nick Mertz and the Dr. Disrespects and the Valkyries and the Angry Joes, the Co-Carnages, you know? Where are those people? Summit 1G, you know? I just naming top content creators that I've heard about. Those people, those 4 people on that last screen, I've not heard of a damn one of them, okay? How about a co-carnage that isn't a shitter to other people? Or a content creator that isn't a shitter to other people? Funny how that's interchangeable, huh? Best debut any. Artful Escape, The Forgotten City, Kenneth, Bridge of Spirit, Sable, or Valheim. I would say Canna or Valheim. Those were the two biggest ones this year, right? Like, I don't know. As soon as I saw Dear Girl, I knew it was over. Dude, I got to get back on. Okay, y'all are getting a little political for me. I got to get back on task here. We're doing a video here, guys. Most anticipated game. Okay, let's give awards to games that haven't come out yet. Most anticipated game. Okay, let's give awards to games that haven't come out yet. Elden Ring. This is popularity contest. Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, the sequel to The Legend of the Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Starfield. Why don't you just go ahead and put Grand Theft Auto 6 up here? Go ahead and put Elder Scrolls 6 up here. Because some of these games may not even come out next year. Looking at you, Starfield, and Breath of the Wild 2. These two games may not... These three games definitely coming out next year. These two may not even come out this decade. Okay? Just saying. All right. Moving on. Best esports game. Call of Duty, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, League of Legends, or Valorant. I don't really know. I don't keep up with that stuff, but I would say Valorant or Counter-Strike go this year. Because it seems like the best esports game. Call of Duty, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, League of Legends, or Valorant. I don't really know. I don't keep up with that stuff, but I would say Valorant or Counter-Strike go this year. Because it seems like there's been a lot more focus on strategic first persons than there has been on League of Legends, on MOBAs. Call of Duty doesn't win because, well, Call of Duty Warzone, first of all, you can't take the competitive esports scene seriously because it's based on RNG. Battle Royales are RNG, therefore you can't really call them esports. And the Call of Duty League, there's so much cheating going on in this game, it's hard to tell who's legit and who's not. And then again, it's certain rules and all that. I don't think Call of Duty will ever be taken seriously right now. So I'm going to go with CS Global or Valorant. One of these two. Best esports athlete. Yeah, okay. Best esports team. Huh. Yeah, okay. Best esports coach. Huh. Okay. Best esports event. Huh. Okay. And that's the end of the categories.